Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the funniest moments when sitcoms broke the fourth wall and made the audience part of the joke.
Look, there we are!
Number 10, product placement, 30 Rock. Liz Lemon might not be the kind to go for product placement, but hey, everyone has bills to pay. It seems the 30 Rock writers feel the same way, which is why they go for a more blatant approach to these marketing tricks.
No, come on, Jack, we're not doing that. We're not compromising the integrity of the show to sell.
Wow, this is Diet Snapple?
I know, it tastes just like regular Snapple, doesn't it?
You should try pomegranate. It's amazing.
One classic moment has Liz and Jack chatting about Verizon. After promoting the brand, Tina Fey breaks character and jokes about the obvious cash grab.
Well, sure, because that Verizon wireless service is just unbeatable. I mean, if I saw a phone like that on TV, I would be like, where is my nearest retailer so I can get one? Can we have our money now?
Another hilarious example happens when the 30 Rock crew heads to Boston. Liz notices Jack's office looks just like his New York one. Almost identical, that is. The audience is then invited to play a fun game of Spot the Difference.
Is it identical?
Not quite. 7 items are different. See if you can spot which ones.
Number 9, Where's Michelle? Fuller House. Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen played the adorable Michelle Tanner in the original Full House.
Don't forget me!
Guys, I think you forgot something.
What do we... Oh, Michelle.
About a decade after the show ended, they quit acting to focus on fashion. When Fuller House was announced, everyone wondered if they would come back. Spoiler alert, they didn't. The show had to find a creative way to explain why she was missing. They mention Michelle here and there because she is still part of the family.
And we're so fortunate that we're all here together and we're healthy. We miss Michelle. We hope that she'll be with us next year.
Come, it'll be fun.
The funniest moment is in the pilot when Stephanie asks where her little sister is, and their dad responds,
Where's my little sis?
Well, Michelle sends her love, but she's busy in New York running her fashion empire.
If that isn't enough of a giveaway, the cast look to the camera, make sure we all get it. Number 8, the old hide the pregnancy trope, the nanny. TV shows tend to get rather inventive when they need to hide an actor's pregnancy. Some methods are more effective than others. When Lauren Lane, who plays Cece Babcock, became pregnant, the nanny used all the usual tricks to hide her bump.
I was watching this rerun of Seinfeld, and Elaine must have been, 12 months pregnant. And they didn't even acknowledge it. They just kept hiding her behind these huge props.
Yet instead of ignoring the pregnancy, they drew attention to it by mocking some of the more laughable attempts often seen on TV. Seeing her hold oversized props is already hilarious, but pointing out how obvious these tricks are makes it even better. And if you missed all the hints, there's one moment so in your face that the only thing more obvious would be if the baby announced itself.
Maxwell, this just came back from the framers. Where do you want to hang it?
Number 7, how one writes a sitcom, Seinfeld. Season 4 of Seinfeld gets very meta when Jerry and George start writing a sitcom about nothing for NBC. The guys talk about how hard it is to write a funny sitcom with real, believable characters.
I don't know. What do women say?
I don't know.
I don't even know what they think. That's why I'm in therapy.
You know, if we bring Elaine in, there's gonna be so many people to keep track of.
George takes their pilot script to his therapist, but she's not a fan. He doesn't take the criticism well and lashes out.
What didn't you like about it?
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny! What are you kidding?
No, I didn't find it funny.
You didn't find it funny? This is what I'm paying for?
After the therapist tells him he needs to handle negative feedback better, he blames Jerry instead. Reportedly, this was a dig at series co-creator Larry David, who reportedly hated his time on the series and wasn't keen on feedback from NBC execs.
I'm going, baby. I'm going. It's Jerry's fault. He took out all my good lines. He's such a control freak.
Sure, George doesn't threaten to quit, but he's still responsible for getting their pilot cancelled in this episode. Number 6, playing the same character for 20 years, Frasier. In season 11, Frasier reunites with his ex-wife. No, not Lilith. His other ex-wife, Nanette, played by Laurie Metcalf.
And who's this for?
Frasier.
F-R-A.
Frasier, oh, it's so good to see you
hi.
again. And you look great. I've never seen such color in your cheeks.
Oh, this isn't Lilith.
Nanette's a children's entertainer who is tired of the same old routine. When Frasier rebuffs her attempt to rekindle their romance after learning she's married, all her frustrations spill out.
How trapped I feel.
You have a wonderful career.
But nothing ever changes. Do you have any idea what it's like to play the same character for 20 years?
Now, by this point, Kelsey Grammer had been playing the role of Dr. Frasier Crane for basically that long on Cheers and his eponymous series combined. So yeah, we're thinking he has some idea of what it's like. Imagine if someone had told him he'd be playing the character again 20 years after his final Goodnight Seattle in the original series.
Frasier! Corny!
Welcome back to Boston. My God, you haven't aged a day.
And you? Well, thanks for coming to pick me up.
Number 5, The Bundys versus the Angry Woman Married with Children. In 1989, a woman searching for an age-appropriate TV show to watch with her children stumbled upon Married with Children, just as Al and Steve head into a get ready to clutch your pearls lingerie sales room. This prompted her to start a one-woman crusade to get the series cancelled.
Do you know what I had to go through to get that present? I had to drive to Wisconsin. I had to reassure Steve that I find him attractive. I had to sit in a store for an hour and look at nothing but
After losing sponsorship, the network responded by pushing episodes to a later time slot and reining in its more explicit humour. However, they also couldn't resist making a dig at it all. The Bundys gather to watch a sitcom based on their lives, only to discover it's been axed.
Stay tuned for Ka-ching! The Family Keats.
What?
Hi, guys. Have you heard the news? They canceled Peas in a Pod.
Fortunately, that's not how it actually ended for them. The increased attention only put the show on more people's radar.
Oh, I thought it was a hit.
Well, some woman in Michigan didn't like it. She also didn't like football, so that's gone too.
Number 4, a new time slot, Boy Meets World. As a kid, didn't you hate it when your favourite TV shows got moved to a later time slot past your bedtime?
At least let me watch my favorite show. It's on right now. But it's 9:30. I know you don't stay up past 9. It used to be on at 8:30, but this year they moved to 9:30. Those idiots.
That's exactly what the kid Topanga babysits complains about in this episode. Only it's actually a not-so-subtle jab at ABC, which had recently pushed the show from its prime slot to an hour later to accommodate its new content.
Well, was it doing badly at 8:30?
No.
Well, why didn't they leave it alone?
They're trying to kill it. They're trying to kill it.
Those are bad people.
Anyway, as Corey heads home, Billy calls out the content of the episode he'll be missing. And you know what? We'd totally watch that.
Hey, Corey, you're missing a real funny one. The curly-headed kid keeps on digging himself in deeper and deeper.
Love that kid. He is such a doof.
Quite a witty way to poke back at the network, don't you think? Speaking of fourth wall breaks, how about this hilarious exchange between Corey and Eric?
That's not the line. What? The line was, "Honey, I shrunk the tube sock." Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Will. I was trying something new. Oh, you're trying something new, huh? Yeah. Here, why don't you try this, huh? Is this new?
Number 3, the pilot, Community. Throughout this sitcom, Abed masters breaking the fourth wall, often pointing out when the gang resorts to classic sitcom tropes. In Jeff's subconscious, he's even cast as a character named Fourth Wall.
My name is Fourth Wall, and I believe that what we perceive as life is actually a syndicated children's cartoon.
What? Shut up, Fourth Wall.
Yet, going back to the pilot, the cast does the most to knock through the fourth wall's foundations. During their first study session, they lay everything out on the table.
You know, I've been a part of a lot of study groups that fell apart because of unresolved tension. Shouldn't we address Annie's concern? Did we not invite her?
While they don't directly address the audience, their analysis of what's happening around them feels like they're commenting on the show itself. The series would continue to brilliantly blur the line between the fictional world of the series and the reality of television throughout its run.
You've just stopped being a study group. You've become something unstoppable. I hereby pronounce you a community.
Oh, that's nice. Number 2, Carlton charges through the studio, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Fewer series love smashing through the fourth wall harder than The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
We so rich. Why we can't afford no ceiling?
Like the time Will casually mentions the theme song while chatting with his Philly friends.
Who's Omar Bolware? Some guy Will wouldn't fight?
The dude that be spinning me over his head in the opening credits.
It also uses this device to explain Nikki's rapid growth and acknowledge casting changes. Yeah, motherhood may change a person, but not that drastically.
You know, Miss Banks, since you had that baby, there's something different about you.
A standout moment involves Carlton actor Alfonso Ribeiro. Yes, that one. After falling for Will's retaliation prank, Carlton reacts in horror, fleeing the kitchen and improvising a mad dash through the set and across the studio. It's hilariously over the top and one of the series' funniest moments. The resulting laughter in the studio, and likely in countless homes, proved it was a comedic success. Before we unveil our topic, here are a few honorable mentions. Who'd watch a TV show about teen psychics? That's so Raven. Yeah, who'd watch that? It would never even get a spin-off, right?
I think Eddie should have his own TV show.
Now, would y'all watch that?
Okay, now that is just ridiculous. I mean, who would watch a show about a teen psychic? I know.
This is real life, Phineas and Ferb. If only life were a sitcom.
But this isn't a sitcom, Perry the Platypus. This is real life.
Loose Cannonball, Family Matters. A more literal take on breaking the fourth wall.
Hey, is my cannonball in there? I think it went over there. Perhaps on your couch, maybe.
Tell your friends, Arrested Development. No beating around the bush here.
Yeah, our backs are against the wall, and it's just hard to accept that it's really come to begging.
Sometimes it's the only way to stay in the game.
Please tell your friends about this show.
Rachel's haircut, Friends. Everyone else was getting the Rachel. Why shouldn't Rachel's mum jump on the bandwagon too?
Well, is there any chance that you can look at this as flattering? I mean, she's doing it because she wants to be more like you.
Well, then, couldn't she have just copied my haircut?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, The Simpsons takes on the network, The Simpsons. Does anyone do a fourth wall break quite like The Simpsons?
Well, here we are at the Brad Goodman Lecture.
We know, Dad.
I just thought I'd remind everybody, after all, we did agree to attend his self-help seminar.
What an odd thing to say.
We especially love it when the thing they're slyly poking fun at is the very network on which they air. Their confidence in pushing boundaries is unmatched, with seemingly nothing off limits. In recent years, they've especially enjoyed targeting Fox News with plenty of gusto.
I'm sorry, Marge, but I won't live under the same roof as a member of the liberal media.
You'll have to excuse him. He's been watching a lot of Fox News.
They know they're one of the network's most lucrative assets, making them nearly untouchable. Heck, they've even joked about their secure position.
There we are!
It may be on a lousy channel, but The Simpsons are on TV.
According to creator Matt Groening, a gag about then-chairman Rupert Murdoch almost led to legal action until Fox realized suing The Simpsons would be as futile as Moe suing Duff Beer. What's your favorite fourth wall breaking sitcom moment? Let us know in the comments.
Wow, what are the odds?
Well, it is a cartoon, sir.
What did I tell you about breaking the fourth wall, Carl?
Sorry, sir.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.